විහිදෙන ජීවිතේ.
Good evening and welcome to Primetime News, coming to live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I'm Bernadine Chai Singha. Good evening, Tharusha.
Good evening, Bernadine. Just before we start off, let's take a look at your headlines this evening.
Sajid Premadasa receives a warm reception in Matara.
කිසිම සැකයක් හිතේ තබා ගන්නට එපා. මෙවර ජනාධිපතිවරණයට සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස ඉදිරිපත් වෙනවා. ස්ථිරයි කියන එක මේ අවස්ථාවේ ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නට ඕන.
Supreme Court to inform President of its determination on whether the provincial council elections can be held. Injustice in allocating time for MPs to raise questions in Parliament. MP Bimal Ratnayaka brings the matter to the attention of the Speaker.
ගරු කතානායකතුමනි ඔබතුමාට නිසි ගෞරවය ඇතුව කියන්නේ යම්කිසි නිශ්චිත මන්ත්‍රීවරු දෙතුන් දෙනෙක්ට ඔබතුමා හැමදාම වැඩි අවස්ථාවක් දෙනවා. අපි කියන්නේ ඒක අපිටත් දෙන්න.
Central Bank decides to reduce policy interest rates.
On to your top story tonight. A special rally organised for UNP Deputy Leader Minister Sajid Premadasa took place this evening in Matara.
Dilambare sudu parviren yan dinak uda veva.
The UNP's deputy leader was extended a warm welcome at this rally which took place at the Matara Sanat Jayasuriya grounds. The rally commenced following religious observances.
ජනාධිපති තමුන්නාසලාගේ සෙනෙහස හඳුනන මේ රටේ තුගී දුප්පත් ජනතාවගේ සැබෑ මානව හිතවාදියෙකු හැටියට අද ලාංකීය ජනතාව හැමද සමරවීර මුදල් අමාත්‍යතුමා මේ මොහොත වන විට සූදානමින් සිටිනවා. කොළඹ ඇති ලස්සන මල් මාලයක් එතුමාගේ ගෙලවට පළදා එතුමාව ආචාර සමාචාරව මාතර ජනතාව වෙනුවෙන්
තුදින් තුඩක සෙත් කවුදී රැවුදී සවන් යුගල මිනි කොඬොල් වැඳි පහන් හැඟුම් සිත් අතර නිදන් වී නුවන් සංගල උණු කඳුළු සිඳි තුදින් තුඩක සෙත් කවුදී රැවුදී සවන් යුගල මිනි කොඬොල් වැඳි පහන් හැඟුම් සිත් අතර නිදන් වී නුවන් සංගල උණු කඳුළු සිඳි
අනාගත ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ භාරකරුවයි අනාගත ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ගැලවුම්කරුවයි අපේ රටේ අනාගත ජනාධිපතිතුමායි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අනාගත රාජ්‍ය නායකයයි සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමාට අනාගත
කිසිදු කෙනෙක් කිසිම සැකයක් හිතේ තබා ගන්නට එපා. මෙවර ජනාධිපතිවරණයට
There is no need for anyone to have any doubts. I would like to state that I will definitely contest the upcoming presidential election.
ස්ථිරයි කියන එක මේ අවස්ථාවේ ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නට ඕන. රටේ ජනතාවගේ බලාපොරොත්තුව
The general public of the country hopes for a leader who can strengthen the country, develop the country, a leader who can ensure national security. My beloved friends, I would like to state that I will give leadership to our motherland.
මේ අවස්ථාවේ ප්‍රකාශ කර සිටිනවා. අපි අදහස් කරගෙන තිබෙනවා.
We have focused on giving leadership to our country to build an enormous Sri Lanka. We are hoping to present a program to ensure national security, a national economic program, a program to unite the country, a program to ensure the unitary status of the country, and a program to bolster the people of this country. When we are creating the greatest change for the country in November and December, we will present a new vision and a new mission in the full sense of the word, it will be a program that puts Sri Lanka first.
හැරවුම් ලක්ෂය නිර්මාණය කරනකොට අනිවාර්යෙන්ම වචනේ පරිසමාප්තාර්ථයෙන්ම ශ්‍රී ලංකාවට ප්‍රමුඛ ස්ථානය ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකා ෆස්ට් කියන වැඩසටහන අපි දියත් කරනවායි කියන එක මේ අවස්ථාවේ ඔබට ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා. නොවැම්බර් මාසයේ දෙසැම්බර් මාසයේ
With the massive change to take place in November and December, our hope is not to go to a palace and live luxurious lives. We do not hope to come to power on the laurels of the people and enjoy all luxuries. I swear to you and the people of this country, Sajith Premadasa will reject living in mansions.
මන්දිර ජීවිත සහ මුලින්ම ප්‍රතික්ෂේප කරනවා. තමුන්නාන්සලාට මන්දිරවල මාව දකින්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් මිත්‍රවරුනි,
You will not see me in mansions, but my friends, you will be able to see me in the 42,000 small villages of this country and in the 14,000 Grama Seva divisions.
42,000ම ග්‍රාම සේවා වසම් 14,000ම මේ රටේ පොඩි මිනිහත් සමග හරි හරියට ජීවත් වෙලා
We will live together with the common man of this country and save our country. Prepare yourselves, unite, strengthen yourselves. The time has come for all 22 million people of this country from the 6.1 million families to be crowned as kings in this country.
පවුල් ලක්ෂ 60ක පුරවැසියන් ලක්ෂ 220 මේ සියලු දෙනාම රජ කරවන යුගයට ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම ලෑස්ති වෙන්නේ කියලා ඉල්ලීමක් කරමින් ඔබ සැමට තෙරුවන් සරණ ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. අස්සලාමු අලයිකුම් වණක්කම් දෙවි පිහිටේ.
රටේ නායකයාට අපේ මාතර පුරවරේ ආදරණීය ජනතා හරසර මේ මොහොතේදී අපට පෙනෙනවා අත්බේදෙන් කුලබේදෙන් පත්තිවේදෙන් දේශපාලන බේදකින් තොරව හැමෝම එකවන්ව ඒක රාශී වෙනවා මේ මහා ජනපෞරට ශක්තියක් වන්නට සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුන් වෙත සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමාට තමුන්නාන්සේලාගේ ආදරණීය ජනතා නායකයාට රටේ කලුම් කරුවා
අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන 20යි 25
All of us must accept the fact that Sajith Premadasa is the young leadership in our cabinet that can take us to the Sri Lanka we hope for in 2025. Even I had issues with him. Honestly, I remember about 6 years ago I took up a few cinnamon poles into my hand too. Especially as the finance minister today, what I see is when money is being allocated for Sajith Premadasa, it can be done without any fear because he does not steal, and on the other hand, he uses those funds efficiently. The only leader who can stop this country from going back to the age of slavery under the Rajapaksa rule is Minister Sajith Premadasa.
රාජපක්ෂ පවුලේ වහල් යුගයට යන්නේක නවත්තන්නට පුළුවන් එකම නායකයා සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස. මිත්‍රවරුනි බය වෙන්න එපා.
My friends, do not fear. All of us have united as the United National Party. So therefore, I believe in a short time span, our entire party will unite and our loving Honorable Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe will propose and Karu Jayasuriya will second.
ගෞරවනීය අග්‍රාමාත්‍යතුමාගේ යෝජනාවෙන් කරු ජයසූරිය මැතිතුමාගේ ස්ථීරත්වයෙන් ප්‍රේමදාස අපේ ජනාධිපති අපේක්ෂකයා බවට පත් කරනවා.
The name of Sajith Premadasa as the presidential candidate of the UNP, supported by Rauf Hakim, Rishad Badiuddin, Mano Ganeshan, Digambaram, Rajat Sena Ratna, Champika Ranavaka, breaking the record of Chandrika Kumaratunga, he will obtain 65% of the vote of this country. I certify that we will have a UNP president in the near future after the lapse of 25 years.
65%ක්වත් මේ රටේ ඡන්ද ලබා ගන්නමින් එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයට අපේම UNP අපේක්ෂක UNP ජනාධිපතිවරයෙක් වසර 25කට පස්සේ ලැබෙන බවට සාතික වෙමින්
එක එක සමහරලාට හීන බල්ලා කියනවනම්
If some people dream at times of holding disciplinary inquiries against Sujiva Sena Singha and Ajit P. Pereira, we ask them to go and hold these disciplinary inquiries. We are not scared of it.
ළඟ රැල්ලත් පාගලා රැල්ලටත් ඇවිල්ලා සජිත් ජනපති කරනවා කියන පොරොන්දුව සාතිකේ මාතරදී දෙනවා.
I assure you here in Mathura, Sajith Premadasa will be made the president of this country. Who does the entire country want?
එහෙන්න කියමු මේක ලංකාවේ සියලු දෙනාට සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාසට අනාගත ජනාධිපතිට
This is what we said from 2010 and 2011, when our party membership was suspended, when we were harassed for 3.5 years without a ministerial portfolio. We said this party has no future without Sajid Premadasa. When they were attacking us then, we submerged in the water like a rubber ball and reappeared and raised our hands and said this party should be steered to victory with Sajid Premadasa. The Pohotu MPs from Mathala challenged to bring 3 UNP MPs on this stage. We would like to tell you that we will win the upcoming presidential election, and at the next general election we will make 5 MPs sit on this stage and give you the answer that you wanted. With Sajid Premadasa as our president, we will get 5 UNP members into parliament from Matara, so your challenge does not mean much to us.
සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස ජනාධිපතිතුමත් එක්ක පහක් පාර්ලිමේන්තු ගෙනල්ලායි පස්ස බලන්නේ ඒ නිසා උඹලගේ ඔය තුනේ අභියෝගය අපිට චූස් එකක්.
We are crossing off to a short commercial break. Stay with News First. We will be right back. To the news now. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe summoned UNP MPs to temple trees this afternoon.
Definitely. How can we not attend when we are invited by the Prime Minister and the leader of the party? I do not know if it is a dinner. He has requested us to come to the temple trees today. So when we are summoned, we are not going to ask if it is for a dinner. If it is a dinner, we are going to have it.
Minister P. Harrison expressed these views in an event held in Vilachia, Anuradhapura.
පාටලි චම්පිකරණෝක අමාත්‍යවරයෙක්ින් එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයක අධ්‍යක්ෂකයා නම් කිරීමට තවත් පරක්කු වුණොත් මේ ඔවුන් විකල්ප යෝජනාවකට යනවා කියලා.
Partly Minister Partly Champika Ranawaka is representing a separate party, so he said that this should be settled soon. So he has not used any alternative solutions yet. Discussions are undergoing and we are hoping to have a solution to these issues.
Meanwhile, 2 UNP backbench MPs resigned from their positions of monitoring MPs today.
Ratnapura District MP of the UNP, Hesha Vitanage, held the position of the monitoring MP of the Ministry of Sports and Foreign Employment. Chaminda Vijayasiri held the position of monitoring MP of the Ministry of Housing. Journalists questioned the 2 MPs on the matter at a media briefing held today.
More MPs will resign soon. The President said that each of them gets paid a salary of 450,000 rupees. A monitoring MP does not receive any vehicle or any allowance. So if we can't even do anything while holding this position, what is the point in us holding on to this position and creating a bad image of us among the general public? There is no point in us doing anything and not getting anything. It is easier for us to go to the villages and get together with the people and work.
ඊට වැඩිය ලේසි අපිට ගම් වලට ගිහිලා ජනතාවත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා වැඩ කරන්න.
මොකද මේ අධීක්ෂණ മന്ത്രിවරුන් මේ කීප දෙනෙක් ඉල්ලා අස්සලා තියෙනද ඔතමත් ඉල්ලා අස්සනවද නැත්නම් අධීක්ෂණ മന്ത്രിවරු.
Monitoring MPs were given certain responsibilities, but they did not receive an allowance or facilities for that. They do not have any other responsibilities. The Prime Minister has given them some assistance for that. There is no need to resign like that. There are some ministries that say it is the same if they stay in that position or resign from that position. I have no need to resign from a position that is given to me. There is only about 3 to 4 months left.
මට අයින් වෙන්න මට තනතුරක් දුන්නා ඔකෙන් අයින් වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ නේ මොකටද අයින් වෙන්නේ? තව මාස 3-4යි තියෙන්නේ.
The SLPP convened a media briefing in Colombo today.
In 2 months, it would be 25 years since the Prime Minister was appointed as the leader of the United National Party. But currently, he is spending the last few months, days and the hours of his leadership. He would only be able to protect his leadership through one thing. He has to contest the presidential election and he has to win the election. Honorable Akila Viraj Karyavasam, the same fate will befall upon you. You won't be able to locate your origins as well.
Headline making news now. Following are the views expressed by MP Bimal Ratnayaka under standing orders when parliamentarians were raising questions expecting oral submissions in Parliament today.
Point of order මොකක්ද? Point of යන්න පරක් වුණා ගරු විමල් රත්නායක මැතිතුමා.
ගරු කතානායක.
Honourable Speaker, this I say with all due respect. You give more time to selected MPs. All I request is to give extra time to us as well.
වැඩි අවස්ථාවක් දෙනවා. අපි කියන්නේ ඒක අපිටත් දෙන්න. අපි පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට
We have done nothing lackluster to the Parliament. Then you present this case of lack of time. We have often seen some parliamentarians hold lectures while drifting away from the topic. I can tell names, but I am not going to do that. Therefore, give the right of the opposition to everyone in the opposition equally. You know what I am talking about. Every day a set of MPs get more time and the opportunity to ask additional questions. This is wrong, Honourable Speaker.
MP Dayasiri Jayasekara today raised concerns over the process of compensating private land taken over for road development purposes.
Road construction in the country had left 40,940 people displaced. Our request was for reasonable compensation to be provided to them. It appears the process we wanted is not taking place. The Kurunegala entry and exit for the Central Expressway is merged at the Kurunegala town. The value of a perch is 700,000 rupees, but on the opposite side of the road the value is listed at 25,000 rupees. The next is valued at 3,127 rupees. We have discussed this at length, and what is taking place is in fact a crime. If something like that has happened, an appeal can be filed. You know, during the construction of the Colombo-Kandy highway, we paid 3 times the market value for land. Even you lost 5 acres in Mirigama.
දැන් පාරලා තියෙන ඉඩම් හරි කමන්නේ කාගේ හරි වෙළඳ වටිනාකම වගේ 3 ගුණයක් දීලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මම කියන්නේ ඔබතුමා අසාද නෑ වැරද්දක් නෙමෙයි කරු කතානායකතුමා. වැරද්දක් නෙමෙයි මම කියන්නේ.
එහෙම 3 ගුණයක් ගෙවා කියලා ගෙවලත්
නෑ මම කියන්නේ දීලා තියෙනවා වෙළඳ වටිනාකම වගේ 3 ගුණයක්. ඔක්කොට ඉතින් මම අහන්න කැමති මේ අහිංසක මිනිස්සු. ඒකට සමාලෝචන මණ්ඩලයටත් ගියා මේ අය කරු මේ අමතුමා. මේක ඉවත් කරන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ සූදානම් නෑ. ඉතින් මම ඉල්ලන්නේ මේ රුපියල් 3127යි පර්ච් එක කුරුණෑගල නගරේ හිතන්නකෝ කොයිතරම් අසාධාරණ නැද්ද කියලා. වෙළඳ වටිනාකම වගේ 3 ගුණයක් දුන්නා වගේම මේ අහිංසක මිනිස්සුන්ට
Please withdraw that because it is wrong, Honourable MP. That does not belong to me. That will become a problem. Every day you cause some disturbance.
සමහරවිට කරු කතානායකතුමා සමහරවිට මම ඉල්ලාස් කරගන්න කවන්නේ මම සර්ට බොහොම ආදරය කරන කෙනෙක්
අප ආදරය කරන පාඩම්
ඊළඟට ඔතනින් ඉවත් වෙලා ජනාධිපති වෙන්නත් මේ
නෑ එහෙම ඉල්ලු කරලත් නෑ
හරි කරු කතානායකතුමා දැන් ටැක්සේරු ප්‍රශ්නය
The issue with estimations must be discussed with the Ministry of Finance because the chief estimator is under the Ministry of Finance. That issue must be sorted out with him.
ඔබතුමාගේ අවධානය යොමු කරන්න කාර්යමතුමාට හොඳයි.
Secretary of Defence General Shanta Kottegoda said the emergency regulations would not be further extended. General Kottegoda, speaking to Newsfirst, said this measure was taken as the security within the country was established. The emergency regulations were enforced across the country following the April 21st attacks. General Kottegoda said, taking into account the present normal situation in Sri Lanka, the emergency regulations would not be further extended. Taking a look at some more local news now. Personnel from the National Water Supply and Drainage Board appeared before the Committee on Public Enterprises, or COPE, yesterday.
The contract for the Kandy North Pathadumbara combined water project was estimated at 16,169 million rupees following discussions.
කොන්ත්‍රාත් තෙස්ටමේන්තුව මොළ 153කට වැඩියෙන් රුපියල් මිලියන 24090යි
This 53% is an additional estimate for the contract. Your estimate for one house would be 15.9 million rupees. However, the engineer's estimate for the BOQ is 2.7 million rupees.
ඉංජිනේරු එස්ටිමේට්ුවෙන් මේක නම් කරලා තිබුණේ ලක්ෂ 27යි.
ඉන්ටේෂන් එකේදී මේ ගැටලුව නිවැරදි කරන්න උත්සාහ
කරනවා.
You did it because COPE said so. Is there no system in place at the National Water Supply and Drainage Board where it does not need to be told to investigate? Such a high estimate is absolutely worthless. The issue is we are paying a committee fee for this.
අපි කමිට්මන්ට් ෆී එකක් ගෙවනවා. බැඳීම් ගාස්තුවක් ගෙවනවානේ.
තුමා කිව්වා වගේ මෙවැනි දේවල් ගැන විශේෂ අවධානයක් දැන් අපේ ව්‍යාපෘති කල්පනාකරුවන් අවධානය යොමු කරනවා.
දැනට බැඳීම් ගාස්තුව හැටියට ඔබතුමාලා කොච්චර ගෙවන්න වෙලා තියෙනවද?
ගෙවන්න සර්.
ඈ? නෑ කවුරු ගෙව්වත් රටේ ජනතාවගේ සල්ලිනේ.
අමාත්‍ය වශයෙන් ගෙවෙන්නේ නැති නිසා මගේ ඇත්තට දැනුවත් කමක් නැහැ කොච්චරක් බැඳීම් ගාස්තු ගෙවලා තියෙනවද කියලා.
දැන් ඔබතුමාලා කවුරුවක්ම දන්නේ නැද්ද ඒ ගැන? දැනට ණයමාරික කොච්චර මුදා හැරලා තියෙනවද මේ ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් වෙච්ච ණය කොච්චර ලැබිලා තියෙනවද?
තාම ණයවාරික
ලැබිලා නැහැ. හැබැයි ඔබතුමාලා දන්නවද දැනට මිලියන 79ක් මේ වෙනුවෙන් බැඳීම් ගාස්තු ගෙවන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා කියලා. බැඳීම් ගාස්තුව විතරක් ලක්ෂ 790ක් ගෙවන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා භාණ්ඩාගාරයට.
මේ සම්බන්ධව ඔයාලා කිසිම You are connected to this and there is no coordination among you. It means that the Treasury has given its approval for this and you are unaware and paying the commitment fee for this. The payment of 79 million rupees is public funds.
මේක මාර ප්‍රශ්නනේ කියන්නේ ලක්ෂ 790ක් වෙනට මිනිසුන්ගේ සල්ලි නෙමෙයි.
It was revealed in COPE serious issues had arisen in projects carried out in the National Water Supply and Drainage Board where contracts were given out without calling for tenders.
මේ සමස්ත කාරණේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන ප්‍රධාන ගැටලුවක් තමයි මේ unsolicited proposal කියන එක.
The cabinet had taken a policy-based decision on not granting approval for voluntary project proposals. Was a decision taken elsewhere to say rather than calling for competitive bids, one must accept unsolicited proposals?
ඒකට යන්නේ නැතුව යෝජනා දෙන්න කියලා තීරණයක් ලැබිලා තියෙනවද කොහෙද?
ආපහු කැබිනට් එකට දාලා
Approval is obtained after a resubmission to cabinet. There is one for Haragam in Kundasale. We submitted the proposal for Epawala Rajangani and we are yet to receive the cabinet decision on that.
සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඩිසිෂන් එකක් ආවේ නැහැ.
ඇයි ඉතින් මේවා කරනකොට සබ්මිට් කරන්නේ ඇයි මේ? තීන්දුවක් කරන් තියෙද්දි ඇයි මේවා ගේන්නේ?
මගේ මතය
In my opinion, when a cabinet decision is made, the Treasury does not entertain unsolicited proposals. If such a process was followed, the rule was violated even before submissions were made to cabinet. As per the decision reached, such proposals cannot be submitted to cabinet. If that does not happen, approval will be given and it will be made into law. If the order is no, before submission, the matter could have been halted at administrative level.
ඇඩ්මිනිස්ට්‍රේෂන් එක මට්ටමින්ම ඒක නවත්තන්න තිබුණයි කියලා මගේ හිතෙන්නේ.
You're watching Prime Time News. Let's now cross over to a short commercial break.
I will one day build the best vehicle in the world and bring glory to my country.
Empowering the dreams of the next generation.
Main sponsor Lanka Kiri Edat Adat Hedat Undamade Pamanai.
A 5-judge bench led by the Chief Justice today announced it would inform President Maithripala Sirisena of the Supreme Court's determination on whether the provincial council elections can be held. The announcement was made after concluding the examination of the President's application seeking Supreme Court determination on whether the provincial council polls can take place in the absence of the delimitation report.
The matter was taken up before Chief Justice Jayanta Jayasuriya and Justices Bhuvnekalu Vihare, Sesara Diabru, Prasanna Jayawardena and Vijit Malalgoda today. President's Counsel Nizam Karyappan, appearing for the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress leader Rauf Hakim, who made an application to be involved as an intermediary in the matter, pointed out to the bench the President has no right to seek the determination on holding the provincial council elections with or without the report of the delimitation committee. He pointed out the matter should be undertaken by the National Elections Commission. Additional Solicitor General Indika Deomini De Silva, appearing for the Attorney General, pointed out as Parliament passed the Provincial Council Elections Amendment by Act number 17 of 2017, it is now a law in the country. She pointed out the delimitation process is taking place in Parliament, adding once the process is complete, the recommendations would be presented to the President and the President would make them public, following which an election can be called for. Council appearing for 13 intermediary parties including Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam, Professor Sunanda Madhuma Bandara and Venerable L.A. Gunavansa Thera informed court the delimitation report was rejected in Parliament and the Speaker appointed a committee chaired by the Prime Minister to re-examine the matter. The Council for the Intermediary Parties informed court at a time when the recommendation report of the interim committee led by the Prime Minister was not produced. There is no legal provision act with regard to a provincial council elections deviating from the parliamentary process. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa, who appeared for an intermediary party, informed court the continuous delay in calling for elections due to a flaw in the legislature or any other party is depriving the public of exercising their right to vote. Stressed the elections can be held according to the previous election system in the absence of the delimitation report.
President Maithripala Sirisena attended an event in Colombo this morning. President graced the inaugural ceremony of the Construct 2019 International Construction Exhibition organised annually by the National Construction Association of Sri Lanka. Minister Partali Champika Ranawaka and MP Mahinda Amaravira accompanied the President. Mohammad Kazim, Mohammad Faisal and Ali Zahir Maulana, both from the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress who earlier resigned from their posts, were sworn in again today as state ministers. Accordingly, Mohammad Kazim was sworn in as the State Minister of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine, while Ali Zahir Maulana was sworn in as the State Minister of Primary Industries and Social Empowerment in the presence of President Maithripala Sirisena this morning. In more local news, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the presidential election candidate of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna today, said he legally renounced his US citizenship. He made the following comments addressing the media at the SLPP headquarters.
There is a rumor spreading that I have not renounced my American citizenship. I was granted with the withdrawal from the American Embassy on the 17th of April this year. This certificate was given by them. I produced this certificate to the Immigration and Immigration Department to cancel my passport, which stated I am a dual citizen of Sri Lanka and America. It's been removed, and now it states I am only a Sri Lankan citizen. I have solved this matter legally, and there could not be any other problem rising regarding my citizenship.
මේක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම නීත්‍යානුකූලව කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැති වෙන විදියට විසඳගෙන රාජපක්ෂ මහතා ප්‍රමුඛ ආණ්ඩුවක ඒකද කියන්නේ
නෑ ඔබතුමා කිව්වේ ගෝඨාභයනේ එහෙමද කිව්වේ ගෝඨාභයද මට ඇහුනේ ගෝඨාභය කියනවා වගේ ඒ බය යටතේ කරන්න මම නම් කැමති නෑ.
I am not prepared to work under fear. It's something I've been saying for a very long time. I do not prefer a dictatorial rule. I maintain this stance today and tomorrow. What is the necessity for me to speak about Gotabaya Rajapaksa? Is he a citizen of Sri Lanka? I do not think so. As I am aware, he is still not a sole Sri Lankan citizen. It is true he handed over his passport. I assume the US is yet to send the clearance certificate for this matter. I do not know if this is a drama or not, but I am saying what I assume. I know what I speak is the truth. If citizenship was renounced, it cannot be done in secret. If that is true, it should be made public. It is still pending.
නෑ ඒක මම දන්නේ නෑ නමුත් මම දන්න දේ මම හිතන දේ තමයි මම මේ කියන්නේ.
That was MP Welgama making those comments after attending an event organised by the Puravasi Ballet organisation this evening.
Speaker Karu Jayasuriya, Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca and Tissa Attanayaka were among those present. Representatives from civil organizations were present for the event as well, and the Puravasi Ballet agenda for the 2019 presidential election and the journey ahead for good governance was presented today.
The central bank has decided to reduce the standing deposit facility rate and the standing lending facility rate of the central bank by 50 basis points to 7% and 8% respectively. Speaking during a media briefing, Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka expressed the following views.
Now, clearly a great deal has been done to relax monetary policy, and that needs to be transmitted to market lending rates, and that we have not seen. In addition to all the interest rate action that has been taken, as you know, there was a deposit cap placed. What we have seen so far, it has not met the expectations Monetary Board had in terms of a reduction in market lending rates. The Monetary Board took the decision to monitor closely what is happening to market lending rates And if necessary, they would impose appropriate caps on market lending rates of individual institutions or financial institutions if the intended reduction in market lending rates is not realized within specific timeline. So we are determined to do this. These lending rate caps are not a good thing. Any caps are not a good thing. But given this structural problem, we have to somehow address it. And we need given our debt dynamics, we need probably going forward about $3 billion US dollars per year.
While the Sri Lankan economy's woes are challenging, it seems there are more problems across India.
As per official data released by the Reserve Bank of India, 8 core sectors in the country's economy recorded a low growth for 50 consecutive months. A downturn in Asia's third largest economy is denting sales of everything from cars to clothing, forcing companies to curtail production and raising hopes that the Indian government will unveil an economic stimulus to revive growth. Many leading Indian companies have reduced its workforce or have announced plans to do so. In April this year, India's Jet Airways announced temporary cessation of all its operations after Indian banks rejected any further funding for the failing carrier. Meanwhile, India's state-owned telecommunications company Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, more commonly known as BASL, is expected to post losses of over $1.9 billion US dollars for the financial year 2018-2019 and is likely to lay off as many as 54,000 employees from its workforce. India mobile network operator Aircel Limited shut down operations in early 2018 due to loss-making operations and heavy debt. Parle Products Private Limited, a leading biscuit manufacturer in the subcontinent, might lay off up to 10,000 workers in the coming months due to sluggish economic growth. India's auto components industry, which is currently facing degrowth, has witnessed more than 100,000 job losses over the last few months. Should this trend persist for another 3 to 4 months, job losses in the industry could lead to more than 1 million. The country's largest car maker, Maruti Suzuki India, cut over 3,000 temporary jobs due to the ongoing slump in the automobile industry. India Post, which was once the lifetime of the Indian postal network, now tops the list for the highest loss-making state institution in India. State-owned Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, which was once India's most profitable company, logged a loss of more than $557,700 US dollars on natural gas output in the fiscal year ended 31st March 2018, as the government-mandated price for the fuel was less than the cost of production. Meanwhile, nearly 23,000 millionaires have left the country since 2014. According to a report by New World Health, 7,000 ultra-rich Indians shifted overseas in 2017 alone, while figures are expected to increase in 2019. The Indian government is now struggling to extradite businessmen it claims to have fled the country after defaulting on billions of dollars of bank loans. Approximately 31 Indians, including Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi's family, who was accused in the Punjab National Bank fraud, and Jatin Mehta, have fled overseas to avoid prosecution. As at the end of March 2019, India's external debt stood at 543 billion US dollars, approximately 19.7% of the country's 2.972 trillion US dollar GDP. According to an official survey by the Indian government, the unemployment rate reached its highest in 45 years to 6.1%.
And we leave you tonight with the look back at the views expressed by the Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Minister Sajith Premadasa, at the rally held in Mathura today.
With that, we wrap up Primetime News. I'm Bernadine Jayasinghe.
And I'm Tarja Kumar Singha.
Good night.
කිසිම සැකයක් හිතේ තබා ගන්නට එපා. මෙවර ජනාධිපතිවරණයට සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස ඉදිරිපත් වෙනවා ඉස්තිරයි කියන එක මේ අවස්ථාවේ ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නට ඕන. සියලු දෙනාම ලෑස්ති වෙන්න, සියලු දෙනාම එක්වක් වන්න, සියලු දෙනාම ශක්තිමත් වෙන්න. මේ රටේ ජීවත් වෙන පවුල් ලක්ෂ 60ක පුරවැසියන් ලක්ෂ 220 මේ සියලු දෙනාම රජ කරවන යුගයට ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම ලෑස්ති වෙන්නේ කියලා ඉල්ලීමක් කරමින් ඔබ සැමට තෙරුවන් සරණ ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. අස්සලාමු අලයිකුම් වණක්කම් දෙවි පිහිටයි.